What up, y'all? It's your boy, Night2727, little WWE2K16 on the Xbox One. Just to show it off, it's still a brand new, fresh title, and I wanted to show off some gameplay. The channel will be flooded with a bunch of WWE2K16 videos to come off a beautiful back elbow off Irish whip. Right now I'm playing as The Rock, of course, not hard to guess, taking on the Icon Sting. Both current day forms and both superstars do have retro attires. The Rock is under 2003 and there's multiple attires, and there's also a few attires for Sting as well. So Rock goes for a quick cover. So far there are some new things for The Rock. His combo, his ending People's Punch, has been reanimated. The People's Punches in general have not been touched and are still trash. Very disappointed to see that. Also his People's Elbow is still the same, so it'd been nice to see that. But the good news is that the final People's Punch is reanimated, and there's also a brand new Rock Bottom. Not too much new with The Rock. He also has a OMG moment on the announce table, which is the Rock Bottom from 2K15, but he can do it without climbing on top of the announce table. You also do have the option to climb on top of the announce table and use the new Rock Bottom to go through it. So far I've seen some updates, like Sting has his woo. Finally Chris Jericho has his come on baby. You'll see that in another video. I have a bunch of matches I'm just trying to set together and just piece up. I gotta do video editing and toss them all together. There's definitely gonna be tons of content. I'll be going into showcase mode, and do not forget, Night2727 will drop a rare review on WWE2K16. I did go into an in-depth review of the next-gen version of WWE2K15, and it's going to be no different. I'm going to go in and try to give you every little bit of detail. My reviews, they like to be thorough and show the things that other reviews don't like. I don't like to be biased as much as I love wrestling in general. The wrestling video game genre is my #1 favorite, but I shall pull no punches. If, they're slacking in some areas, I'm not just going to sugarcoat it simply because I love the genre. It's not happening. So it makes my reviews stand out. But as far as gameplay, it seems fine. If you're familiar with WWE2K15, you'll be right at home. There's little in-between animations like this seated position. Now you can do that ground side headlock, things like that, and kind of go back into that chain wrestling. I'm trying to show some of the newer things. So chain wrestling isn't always in the beginning. There's certain moves that kind of just trigger it. There's also a new pin system. Please don't make the mistake, if you guys have not played this yet, don't make the mistake of holding the A button trying to let go in the green zone. Don't do it. Just wait for the bar to come automatically and then hit A to stop it in the zone to kick out. Also, there's a new submission system, kind of similar to one of the UFC games. It's pretty bad. It's very bad. The breaking point was fine. They're always doing something with the submission, and so far I don't see cross or rope break. Here we go, a beautifully placed brand new animation, Rock Bottom, and of course here's a replay of the new Rock Bottom. Putting Sting in his WCW place. Rock goes to the cover. Small little bug that you see with the pins, but there's added emotion as he kicks out a dramatic 2 count. And showing off my customized moveset for The Rock, also available. You can download my custom moveset for The Rock. I try to keep it true to character, just put everything in great positions, like a suplex would be upward, for example. And Sting with a tombstone pile driver. Undertaker style, goes for a cover, tries to put me away. You get to see the kick out system right there. I was able to kick out on one. Yeah, I lost a crap ton of matches until I realized that crap wasn't working. Vintage DDT by The Rock. I actually had to break out the instruction manual to figure it out, but once I read that it says just hit A when you get in the zone, it didn't say hold or anything like that, and then release once you get in the zone, so I figured I was doing it completely wrong. Sting going for it.
Scorpion death drop. Sting's gonna end it right here.
You hear his woo. Dummy could have went for something, but he ends up trying to go for his little comeback, a counter until roll up, and Sting is able to reverse that and able to get out of there. There's a lot of new commentary too, and having JBL is pretty nice. Kind of curious, like, to hear more JBL's commentary because he's quite the heel at times. Pretty entertaining. Also, his hat is on the announce table. I haven't put anybody through it. I don't know whether the hat becomes an item, whether you can pick it up and wear it or anything like that, but it does seem to move once you slap somebody's head across the announce table. A bunch of new counters like that right there that firemen's carry. Just good animation. There's atomic drop by Sting. There's new things like you can hold X or PlayStation hold square, and you can do certain moves. Sting slides into the cover, get out of that easily. You can still hold A or hit A to do like certain attacks, but more your strike-based things you'd be holding X or square. Alright, here's a move The Rock used to do a while back when he first came out, and it's funny because these are the moves that I give The Rock, and then I upload it online, and then in the very next game, what I give The Rock is default by him the next time. It's almost like they're studying what I'll do, because also, by default, he has the head punch. I used to give him that because the people's punches are trash. The people's punch is still in the game, but they just don't give it to him. They give him exactly what I gave to him last year. It's quite ironic. Another kick out. Very proud that I'm able to kick out as much because honestly I was doing the complete wrong thing, getting pinned easily off a clothesline. Vintage Rock, nasty DDT. Sting's laid out, going for it. Rock stalking as always. Hooks the arm. A beautiful place. Rock bottom, no man's land, dead center of the ring. Check out another replay. Nasty rock bottom. JBL says this might be all over. Go for a cover. Dead center in the ring. 1, 2, and Sting and his WCW ass kicks out of another rock bottom.
A little showboating going on here.
Loosen up a bit. Stay on him. The AI is improved. Seth Rollins is a freaking man, apparently. This guy just does not die for some reason. He ended up putting me away in Elimination Chamber, catching me with a pedigree after he kicked out of a Superman punch and then went on to counter 2 spears. And ended up going against Big Match John and pulling off the victory. Actually kicked out of an attitude adjustment. So, I mean, he may not have got hidden with the 2 spears, but he did manage to get hit with the Superman punch and then an attitude adjustment far later in the match. You know, think about that. I hit him with a Superman punch, he kicks out. Sting with another tombstone pile driver to try to put me away. Just made it out. But, you know, after a Superman punch, I got enough offense on him to get a spear, and then enough offense to get another spear, and then he still managed to kick out of an attitude adjustment and go on to land a pedigree, bust John Cena open to win the Elimination Chamber match. So the AI just does not play around. As you see, Sting has already kicked out of 2 rock bottoms, caught me with 2 tombstones, and looks like he's trying to finish me right here with that corny scorpion death drop, and that's not going down. Nice fireman's carry. The counters are far better than last year, so you won't see the same repetitive stuff. I mean, eventually, the more you play, you're going to see a bunch of the same animations, but it's not nearly as repetitive as the last round. In a 3rd rock bottom, Sting down, and yet again another replay. I love how they just love the rock bottom enough to give it a nice replay. The Rock stumbles up, goes right into the cover. 2, 3. Nice match. The Rock versus Sting. A dream match that most likely won't ever happen. And if so, The Rock will destroy Sting easily. good WrestleMania match. One thing that's pretty cool about this title is that the replays are pretty well done, especially after the match. You can see a lot of match, moments. Let's go for another cover. A lot of things are going to be picked up for replays. You're going to be pins, so you can do like a nice fancy move and then just go for a pin if you're trying to make like a nice replay. Just a hint. As you see, another replay of the rock bottom. This video is just full of rock bottoms. It goes into the cover. 1, 2, and Sting manages to get his shoulder up. Sting, to get a breather, rolls out of the ring. Eats an Irish whip. Goes for the overhead belly to belly. Sting counters with an elbow and a nasty kitchen sink to the midsection. Goes right into the cover. See how he pushes Rock down as he's sitting up. A little bit of new authentic animation. It looks like there's a nasty Samoan drop. Going right into that famous stalk. Sting stumbles into a standing position and eats another rock bottom. Very pleased to see that there's a brand new rock bottom animation. It just helps playing as The Rock feel more authentic. People's punches could have been improved. Spinebuster with his normal Spinebuster could have been redone. I don't even think they have it anymore. I gotta look. I have to unlock it with Retro Rock. But definitely awesome video game. There's more videos on the way. Once again, I'm into the ITA2727. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.